Well, another week of Jaygeons and Dragclarks with, the relatively fluctuating party members that we have. And we're back for a session of Tomb Annihilation. So we have a special guest doing our recap this week for recap.
As we last saw our dynamic duo, there was much cartoony onomatopoeia flashing across the screen. Oh, no, that's not it.
Best reference to start an episode.
Last week, as our warriors journeyed through the tomb of Fuzzy Cuddly, we encountered some Gnar rabbits and our old adversary, the United States Navy. Oh, I mean some vines. Little did we know that a much more deadly plant would have us facing a first for the National Anti-Strahd Alliance, the death of a character. Geth, a good strong guy, was surprisingly dispatched by and I couldn't remember the plant.
Creeper. Yellow Musk Creeper.
That thing. Right before our eyes. And I think if it weren't for the rest of our impending doom, a moment of silence might be due, but we'll just continue on. As luck would have it, we came across and rescued two new adventurers to join us. A Goliath named Wally and a dwarf named Rurik. With that, our group found some cryptic messages that Benning deciphered. And journeying further into the temple, we encountered the Queen and Zelkor.
Yeah, close enough.
Zelkora. And engaged in a battle that might be the end of us all. So let's call this week's session Doom in the Tomb and join the action.
Now I have to use that as the title when I get to this as a podcast.
Yep.
A good flipping title.
Yeah. Fucking dumb.
It's a really good title.
Fits the naming strategy that you always use, Corey.
Yeah, all I have to do is put a question mark on the end and we're good.
To let people know, we may not have died. You'll have to stay tuned to find out.
Exactly.
So, where we had left off is that Wally had just completed multiple punches at Zelkor, and she called out to her former love, which apparated in the form of a 10-foot-tall spirit guardian that is currently standing over her shoulder, that bears a striking resemblance to the statue that you guys saw, the larger one, with the urn sitting next to it.
How do we know it's the same guy? That one had its face clawed off.
Yeah, the armor looks pretty damn similar. So,
I have a quick question before we dive into it. What is that pile of shit between Rurik and Wally?
You should know what that pile of shit is.
Is that
That's that Medusa I've been beating the shit out of.
Is that my earthen grasp?
Yeah.
Yep. I just gotta give you permission for it.
Oh, I see.
Ooh, it's good. Or pixels.
Because it is not giving me a pop-up for it.
Did you put it in a different layer?
No, it just wasn't giving me your pop-up for which is annoying to say the least.
Do you spell it wrong? Because that happens all the time.
I've got it.
No.
When I do it.
It makes way more sense to me if I put it that way.
The drop-down wasn't showing. So it was a pain in the ass to type. Alright, but Taven is up now. Here you go. But with that, we go to hearing of their master. You have 3 more Ibel.
I just killed those guys.
Okay. And they are going to respectively each cast a hypnotic pattern.
What?
Yep. So
That statue can cast spells?
Oh, the birds can cast spells.
the birds that just showed up.
Oh.
Is this the final boss? Is this the Tomb of Annihilation? Are we there already?
No. there will be one there. There will be one. And there will be one there.
Hey, none of us got left out. How fun
Somebody
for us.
with it. I need a wisdom saving throw.
No, wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
So for me first, we're on this. That's dangerous. Really borderline.
All right.
13 plus.
I got a 7.
And then for Wally,
I got a 12. It's just wisdom, right?
Yep, just a wisdom saving throw.
Don't forget to add your modifier, Sean.
That was my modifier.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, same thing.
Okay.
All right. So, what did Wally get?
12. It's in the chat.
Okay. I didn't hear it ping.
I actually didn't hear it ping for
Fine.
either.
Foggy?
13.
All right. And Kaziri?
17 in the chat.
All right. So, the only one who got charmed is and David.
Well, and he's not there, thank God.
So I got charmed.
Yep, you are currently considered charmed
Fantastic.
by the west. Due west.
Hmm.
I do need Rurik to actually make another saving throw against the poison for me because I'm an idiot.
I have to make a saving throw for poison?
Yeah, you have resist edge on it, not just immunity. Downside to giving me a week, I remember.
I don't have a problem with that.
This is why we never stop playing.
So what do I gotta roll?
Constitution saving throw.
Oh, okay, that's plus 2. I have a natural 20 plus 4.
Okay, you're still not poisoned.
Nice.
But that puts us back at the top of the round with Rurik being.
I'm gonna fucking hack this, bitch. Alright, first attack. I have, God damn it, I don't remember this. I have a dirty 22.
That'll hit.
That's not bad. And she takes 12.
Okay. With-
Second hit. What?
Before you get the second hit, there's a reaction that actually happens. Sentry behind her, as a reaction, hits you for 15.
Well, that's rude.
There's a sentry?
Yeah, it's the spirit, the specter behind her that's standing kind of sentry over her shoulder.
The ghost-looking guy. This is north of Wally.
Cool.
I have a slight
Jeez, I didn't
problem.
realize that.
Here.
Yeah.
I lost my sheet with
That guy's a lot taller than I originally imagined.
There, that helped.
He looks tall.
I know you have. I don't know where you were at.
He's got
So,
chainmail, dual wielder, so that's at least a 17.
He has 49 hit to start with, but he's been hit a few times through the fight.
Right, you said you rolled a 15 to hit him though,
I
right?
had more than 49.
No, it's
What the hell?
so he already got 15 points of damage?
it's when Zalkori takes a hit in a turn round, like a turn cycle, the specter behind her can, as a reaction,
Shit, wrong
hit.
guy.
Wow.
Doesn't even have to roll?
Nope,
That's
automatic
bullshit.
hit.
That's pretty shitty. And that's once per round.
Yeah, it's short.
That's once per round, yeah.
Fucking find it. Wait. Damn it!
Would you lose your
All
character
right.
sheet?
No, I don't write my damage on my eraser marks.
Oh.
So I wrote it on a scratch pad. So, okay, let me take off 15 right off the bat.
Was it 15 of damage or 15 against his armor class?
No, it's just damage. It just hits.
It's an automatic hit.
So,
Yeah, and he had already taken, I think, 2 rounds of hits from her. 12, I
best
think.
guess, give me some damage. Just give me some. I'm here.
25.
He's already 20. Yeah, we'll say he already took 25 plus another 15, so that'd be 40.
I already took the 15 off, now I'm taking the 25 off.
Perfect. Now you can do your other 2 attacks.
Fellas, if I don't get her soon, this is not going well.
We had a sorcerer here who could.
16,
That'll hit.
10.
Okay.
And for my last, although I'm really tempted to dash. Luckily, I'm in a group with all these healers. Oh, he rolls a 1, a swing.
All right. Anything else you would like to do?
If I can interject, Wally would like to sit there until Ruik new here, but I think I'm on your team. Try hitting the other guys.
Sing blow.
Oh, yeah, right with the 1. Forgot.
Since they told me that glances still kill, I think that's what he
It depends
said.
on who they're from.
What's with this bitch?
All right, Kaziri's up.
Let's get in my Kaziri voice, which is different than my Wally voice, because I'm taking control of both characters today. Despite seeing the giant that just exploded rogues these birds are on,
Are you going to avert your eyes or no?
I have to. Is it still going on?
Stare.
Well, I
Reduce
was
the
never
stare.
looking. Agreed that this was a 17-year-old boy. He's not looking at girls.
Okay, so any attacks against her are going to have disadvantage.
Okay. He's gonna get over that edge. Coming up here and taking that, and he's going to attack where he with a little bit of his pew pew
Okay.
with disadvantage. First pew pew is a 13. 13 to hit.
Does not hit.
And second pew pew is instead of 16 to hit.
Say again.
16.
16.
Does
So there's my D10 plus 5. That'll be 12 pew pew damage.
all right.
And then for here, just chill touch or necrotic damage, and that will be.
I don't think him.
It's a ranged spell. It's just a weird thing.
Okay.
It's got a range of 120 feet, so I don't. They just say like a chill beam. It would make sense, but it's chill touch.
They can't
Alright.
call it Aurora
For
Beam.
it.
24 hits.
All right, so that's 2d8 necrotic damage. And I rolled a 1 and a 2, so 3 necrotic damage.
All right. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Stand up as big as I can and try to wave the birds away.
Go on, get.
Cloggy is up.
You know, supposed to be in the air.
All right, I'm going to, without looking at the Queen's gaze, and do my best to move towards the action that I hear coming from Wally and the earthen grasp. I'm going to move closer, and well, no, actually, before I do that, sorry, I'm going to use my bow to try and hit her with.
All right, with disadvantage.
Ow! 8 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay. So now I'm going to move up here, and still without looking at her, attempt to melee with my battle axe.
How exactly did you move? Are you gonna move cross paths with this Iblis?
He has syphilis?
Because
Well-
if you were
I was.
in front of him, he'll get an opportunity attack against you.
Well, no, then obviously I don't.
Okay, just
He stepped in front of
alright,
me
go for
and then 3 squares forward.
that's what I needed to hear.
Okay. All right, so swinging with disadvantage, I assume.
Yes.
How does a 15 sound?
That just barely hit.
All right. Okay. Ouch. 5 slashing damage. And then for my extra attack, does a 12 hit?
Does not hit.
Okay. At this
If a
point,
15 barely hit, why would a 12?
You gotta do
You're
your
not
due
the
diligence
sometimes-
as a player.
yeah, you're not the DM. So
Just not what you're intending.
okay. At this point in time, I want.
Okay.
What's the black crossbones mean?
Poison.
Poisoned.
Pirates.
That's 16, and this time I get better damage. 9,
All right.
and that ends my turn.
So betting is up.
All right.
Charmed and-
What? What did you say after I'm up?
Oh, you're charmed and poisoned.
Yeah, I'm aware. First and foremost, I'm going to have my Earthen Grasp try to snag a new target. And try to have it grab the person who I can barely see standing between Rurik and Wally. So she needs to make a DC 16
need
strength
your-
saving throw.
You gonna be directing your hand to try and grab her because you have to avert your gaze, so it's gonna be her having a bit of advantage on this because you can't immediately direct your hand.
Hey, shouldn't you know exactly where a woman's boob is? It's just instinctual with male characters.
I mean,
But
like,
it's a six.
what'd you say?
It's a 16, right?
Yeah.
It failed on a natural 20.
What failed?
Your hand grab.
Okay. Too many pronouns.
Mm-hmm. Antecedents, brute, dude.
I guess then I'll cast Firebolt at the non-pretty bird. I'm going to shoot it at this one.
All right.
Oh wait, I have to roll with disadvantage, don't I?
Yes.
Okay. Still is 19 to hit.
That hits.
Alright. And there is 10 fire damage.
All right.
And that's all I can do.
Okay. So Medusa is up now. She is gonna make
Is
a
another Gorgon?
a Rick.
Boo.
Nice knowing you, mate.
It's great having you for 2 weeks.
11 for the first one.
Negatory.
And then it's going to be a 7.
Yeah.
And 14.
He hits on the second.
Okay.
Well, just barely, so it's probably 1/3 damage.
That is going to be 9 damage.
Am I immune to? I think I am. I'm really hardy. Guys, I'd like some fucking.
So are you out of hit points?
No.
Okay. It's her turn. Next up.
And the help is not a sale. It's the fucking kill the bitch.
All right. So, try something here. While averting his eyes, and good news is I can't get double disadvantage. Make a unarmed strike, Zelkor. Rolled a 13 and a 14, so it becomes a 19 is the lower value. And he's going to spend a key point, open hand technique. By doing so, page. So he's got
Is
3.
it Goliath monk?
Yep.
A strength dex saving throw for Zelkor.
Okay. Ooh, that's not going to bode well for her.
Good.
7.
So she fails, and now the punch. So any melee attacks against her now have advantage, which washes out the looking away.
Well, I would say knocking her prone would preceding attacks for Taven up to her turn having advantage.
And then the damage itself is another 7 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Cool.
Now I get 2 strikes here. Another strike at Zelkor. And did you say that's advantage now or just straight roll?
Yep, because she's knocked prone. Till she stands back up or raises her head, you guys have advantage.
Somebody beef Stewart.
But you're poisoned, so...
Second attack was a natural fucking 20.
Way to still get excited at your age.
All right.
Actually, I have no idea how old Wally is.
Wait a minute. Is he rolling dice or playing with himself? It's been a while.
Well, what's the damage?
That becomes 11 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then for his bonus action, spend key point to take the dodge action.
Okay.
He's just sitting down. He's like, you're on the ground and you can't see me. You can't hit me because you're on the ground.
All right. That conclude your turn?
That includes Wally's turn, yes.
Okay. Take 10. He's going to go right there and try and make his attacks against this guy. Both of which fail. He does, but
Does he got DM advantage?
Not
he's
against the ghost.
attacking this, not against the ghost. So now it's the...
Again, Mike forgot to use nouns, and it confused us.
That one's going there. And that one will go right there. So this first here is going after Rurik. So that will be... God, you guys are getting stupid lucky. 9.
Only a DM in this campaign can say, "You got stupid lucky," after he just killed one of our characters last week.
Hey. The other one's going to go after Cloggy up there. That is 23 and a 14.
First,
Okay. That is going to be 6 piercing damage. This last one's going to go after Kaziri. Going to be a 16 and a 24. Okay. That's 11 damage.
Okay.
And that... Rurik.
Alright. First. One.
That hits.
Takes 11.
And the Spectre stabs out at you and deals... 11 damage to you. All right. So Rurik is now unconscious on the floor. So that puts Kaziri up.
Okay. Through the giant birds.
No, you cannot see through the giant birds.
And fall around the visage of a giant bird.
Yes, you saw him turn into a pile through the leg.
All
But
right.
you can't really aim through giant bird.
Thank you. So using my main action to disengage, I'm going to go 5, 20, 25 to Dying. Rurik. So he's stabilized, but unfortunately still.
Man, I got a constitution that I like up and around.
Anything else you would like to do, Jay?
High
All right.
action economy.
Cloggy is up.
can I use a? Well, okay. Let me ask these first. These other questions. What are the beads of refreshment?
Basically, you drop them into it, gives you a pint of clean, drinkable water.
10-4. Total.
Yep.
Okay. Can I use a free action to administer a potion of healing to Rurik?
It is an action to administer a potion of healing.
Is an action. Okay. Then, for my bonus action, I want to, since Zalcor is prone and I'm right there, I want to try to hit her with spray for my for bonus action. And it's a straight up roll this.
Oh, yep.
Con saving throw.
She has failed.
All right, 2d12. God damn it. Oh, that's a 7 out of 1. Woohoo! 13.
How would you like to kill Zalcor?
Yoo! Oh, gosh. This is a good one. Oh. Obviously, I have to cut her head off and skull fuck her eyes out.
Yeah.
After spraying her with poison.
I don't remember that last part on Clash of the Titans.
No, I just
This was the internet version of it.
That's what he meant by poisons.
I didn't realize bear blasting was back in. It's been a while since I watched Power
She's
Thirst.
dead, and her.
Nice.
Piss off, Ghost.
Uh,
I think she'll be dead.
Good job, Cloggy.
Just
yeah, you can't talk. You're unconscious.
Sure.
So then, for my main action, I want to administer a potion of healing, Rurik.
Which one?
I'm not sure. We got it.
2 points back.
I would assume it's the
I think they're standard
one
potions
with
of
the
healing.
least.
he never offered us anything more
I
than
think
base.
it's because the graders were too expensive.
Probably.
So it'll be 2d4 plus 2.
Roll like the gods.
9.
Okay.
All right, you are conscious but prone with 9 hit points now, Rurik. All right, and anything else you'd like to?
Yeah, I still have my extra attack if I remember how to use
You haven't performed an attack, so you can't use an extra attack.
it. Extra attack was regardless of what my main action was.
No,
No,
so it
you're-
says you have to, when you take the attack action on your turn, you can make 1 extra
So I have to
attack.
melee. I get to melee again.
Yeah.
And 4, then I'm not. And that will end my turn.
Betting is up.
Wait a minute. Doesn't he get like an elder's thing where you give it to him because he's old?
I don't think he's that old in this campaign. I'd have to look at the character.
Says the
But
guy who
I
just
totally
got a
forgot
potion from me that saved his life.
I'm trying to
rule that
get
says
you
once
to
you get
get more.
once
I'm
you
on
get
your
above
side.
Look,
All right, Benning.
All right. Well, I guess I'll try to have the Earthen Grasp grab this rude bird right here, the eastern one. It's a
All right.
strength saving throw.
Is a 9.
A 9 fails, so it is grabbed. And let me double check here. I think when it gets grabbed, it gets smashed a little bit.
Crush damage. Yeah.
Kid's neck.
All right. So that is 2d6 bludgeoning damage. 9 bludgeoning damage to the rude bird. And then I will use my bonus action to try to cook the turkey in front of me with Shocking Grasp. Disadvantage. Well, that sucks because that was a 20. Does a 11 hit?
Negative.
Big ass fucking bird greater than 11. That's bullshit. Alright, I'm done.
All right. Medusa is dead. Wally is.
all right, Wally. Down here, and he's gonna hit this zone right here. I just can't move him.
Here, hold on a second. There you go.
Awesome. This here is going to sit there and try to uppercut that bed.
With disadvantage.
15 and a 14, so that comes into being a 19 to hit.
So then,
And there'll be 6 bludgeoning damage. Second strike, 20. So that'll be a dirty
that hits.
for 8 bludgeoning damage.
Actually, he should have had a straight roll on those attacks because of it being restrained.
Yes. He hit both times either way.
Okay.
What do you want to do with the canceled out 20?
Add some damage to it. What was the roll?
So it would become 13 bludgeoning instead.
All right. You have killed yourself a bird.
Suck it, rude bird.
All right. It's Wallace's turn.
Okay.
My computer charger.
Haven's gonna try and smack this bird. Enough fails miserably. So, birds are up, and they're going after Bennett.
Don't touch me. Fuck you,
One,
bird.
20,
Did you say 23?
23.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Hmm.
All right. That is going to be piercing damage.
6, you said? Sorry, I'm getting
Yep.
I'm having a lot of audio issues.
Yes, 6.
Alright.
Second one is a 19.
A 19, I will use my reaction to cast shield.
Didn't you already do that? You guys haven't read.
It's a reaction.
Well, can you cast it? How often?
I can cast it for as many first level spell slots as I have.
All right, works for
It's
me.
my last one.
All right, so second bird. We're going to go with a natural 1 to 17.
Sorry, a natural 20 and a 17.
Natural 20 for the first one and a 17 for the second.
Okay, the 17 misses because of shield, but the natural 20 still hits.
All right. That is 11 damage.
Okay.
And that concludes what the birds. So we're back to the top with Rurik.
Who's that to the right of me?
Giant dirt hand.
A giant dirt hand?
Yeah, it's
Yep.
a spell.
That choked out a bird.
It's Benning's Earthen Grasp.
So where's the monster? Right there?
Right there.
Monsters are the birds, yes.
No. So we killed that statue too?
The ghost disappeared when she died.
Well, I understood the ghost, but I thought that statue came. Or was that?
Yeah,
was
I
that
The ghost was what
understood
was
that
attacking.
that the specter died that was behind her, but we haven't heard anything about the lover that she conjured.
That was him. That was the specter.
That was
Oh.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was the ghost of her long dead lover, who is embodied by the statue in the building with the cistern.
See, I
Totally
thought
gonna
the
fucking
statue.
poke that thing.
I was under the impression that the statue was actually going to come attack us.
Thank God it
Okay.
didn't.
So, can I fucking make me some turkey?
Please do.
Yeah, please.
Tabin,
Am I,
don't
am I
tell him
allowed
that's
to
not a
do that?
turkey.
It will be when I'm done. It's edible, ain't it?
You can't hear what I'm saying. I'm talking to Tabin.
I thought I heard you. I'm hearing voices in my head.
Probably.
It could be been in battle.
Hopefully, they're telling you to kill the turkey.
I'm killing the turkey. First attack. 18.
that.
Takes 11.
All right. Still up.
Second attack. That is a 26.
That hit.
Takes 12.
Dead bird.
Nice.
DM, have I had an opportunity to like save again to end this charmed effect?
It ended when you got smacked by the bird. My bad.
Oh, okay. Perfect. That's good. Good now.
So, my third attack, can I use my crossbow?
You can use your movement if you want to go up and make.
Yeah, you could move between attacks if you'd rather melee.
Well,
But
you
technically,
guys could be saving me, but I'll do it. So it's a 24 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, Jesus Christ. 6.
How much damage?
I believe you said
Okay. that.
I did.
Okay. So Kaziri is up.
All right. So, bird. I was too busy talking to Taben about turkey. So let's go after this bird with a little pew pew. That'll be an 18 to hit,
Hit.
and it will be 14 pew pew damage. Now with the second blast,
Oh.
should roll.
Woo, woo.
That will be 12 plus 5, 17 pew pew damage.
How would you like to do this?
So the first one comes out, and that's a glancing blow, and it sits there and knocks the beak up. And the second one comes in, it goes through and just pushes the head right off. And then there's, coming around, it runs around for a little bit, and then just flops down into the bushes over here.
Cloggy offers Kaziri a high five.
I wince a little bit, think he's going to smack me.
Benning looks at one of his
Holy.
wounds and immediately vomits up the poison.
All right, and that concludes the fight, gentlemen.
I'm going to search that snake-headed bitch and first cover her head up.
Well, Cloggy took the head off and skull fucked the eye.
It was done off camera.
Nope. Nope.
For
Was
kid
really-
What's that?
G13 show.
Nope.
With really bad 70s porno music in the background.
All right, now we're PG-14.
Actually, Jay, our Twitch channel is flagged as mature.
Really? Because that's not how we're acting right now.
Mature content,
So,
not mature actors.
in searching her, you realize that her rather ornate dress would have actually been worth some muck in all kinds of. You find pills of this shimmering purple green liquid that you don't know what it does. That's all you find on her purse.
Probably the
Let me ask you guys this. Who's keeping track of the treasure then?
Really, it's just
Because
whoever
who's
picks it
coming
up.
in just ready- What?
Whoever picks it up keeps track of what they got and then gives out whatever they want to.
So I picked up 2 purple shimmering green potions.
If I had to guess, it's probably the poison we all drank.
Oh man, that was terrible. Poison was the worst.
All right, but now
I don't know about you guys. I need a rest because I'm not feeling so well.
Yeah, me neither. Is this building in front of us look like it has like doors on every side? We can just fucking close it and stay in there.
yeah, essentially ornate kind of cop rings on them and are in. So
Hey, a treasure chest. Go over here,
So-
treasure chest.
as you guys go into this, the single large chamber inside the royal apartment, or was centuries ago. Now the bright floral murals are dim and gray, bits of colored glass are heaped beneath a cracked mosaic. Enameled wooden tables are split and tilting, and every bit of cloth is frayed and streaked. At the center of a room, a long divan stands atop a circular dais. And there is a next to the dais, and that is the room that you guys have entered. It is Zalkor's royal apartment, essentially.
By the way, Benning, crazy flower you picked up is over there.
Weren't we searching for orchids or no?
Yeah, I'm Black Orchid.
You were not searching for orchids. Benning was.
Boy, I see we're a team player here.
Did you say
you have a
that
friend
the orchid was in this
then you
room?
can start saying.
Yes.
Okay. I'll take it.
Essentially sitting in a pot. over there.
Take it.
How are you
Oh, Jesus.
taking it?
Can I
Can we find out if there's a curse or anything around it?
can I make an
Or
Arcana check on the pot that it's in?
spell?
The plant in the pot that it's in? Oh, actually, fuck that. Hang on. Stupid Arcana check. I cast Detect Magic. Give me 10 minutes, guys.
Well,
At
it's up
10
to the
minutes,
party.
I fall straight onto my back.
Okay. Anybody else going to do anything in those 10 minutes? Try and stop them? Look for anything in particular? Or are you just going to relax and regain hit points?
Maybe this time we don't open up any urns while I'm doing this.
Let's,
Right.
I'm going to run.
do we have time for a short rest?
Short rest? Fuck
Yeah, I
that. I'm
wanna get
planning
my-
on sleeping here.
All right.
So,
Okay.
what do you guys want?
Are you
I'm not
going to
gonna
search... Are you going to search the room for anything else or no?
Let's make a pact. We cast Detect Magic until we've taken this rest.
Did you say don't cast Detect Magic until we take a rest?
We'll cast it, figure out what's in the room, write it all down. Anything until we've taken the rest after that.
Sure.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna check out whatever we can see there, Mike.
Okay. Are you waiting the 10 minutes or you want
We might as well do it while he's got that 10-minute wait that he has to have.
to... Okay. In searching of the room, you manage to make an investigation check. Let's see.
This one's for Wallace. Wallace is looking.
Dirty 20.
That should be enough said right there.
Wallace got a 3.
Cloggy seems like he's tossed a room before.
I got a 22.
Okay. So
You get one
between
giant who's just there throwing the same thing back and forth across the room.
between the two soldiers who, seem to have tossed rooms in their day,
You guys
on
have
occasion,
pillaged a
They
village
come-
before, haven't you?
they come across a couple more scroll tubes that are very intricate. Is of a dome effect, and another one what appears to be some kind of projectile launching on the housing of it. Also come across about 50 gold pieces and 8 more of those vials that you took off of the Medusa outside.
That's definitely poison.
Who found this treasure?
Both you and Cloggy, so you can divvy it up as you see. Now, Wally, on the other hand, has been throwing the same box across the apartment and almost hit Benning in the head a couple times, and the pot that the orchid is sitting in.
Sorry,
But other than that,
but they say
Is there a monetary
Watch
value
never
of
cast.
something you said too?
about 50 gold pieces.
50 gold. Well, do you have any use for scrolls there, Rurik?
I mean, we could let me identify the 3 scrolls. Or did you say they found 2 scrolls, Mike?
2, yeah.
Yep, 2 scrolls, so you have found 3.
Yeah, that makes a total of 3 scrolls I need to cast Identify on.
Well, see, now that's the thing. Scrolls, unless it's specific to a certain class, anybody should be able to read them.
It's true, but being a wizard, if it is a spell that I can cast, I can consume the scroll and then be able to cast that spell.
understand. My point being is you shouldn't have to identify it. We should just be the whole point of creating scrolls was to make it so anybody could cast a spell without having to worry about it.
Can you read arcane sigils?
Well, the scrolls.
We'll say for sake of argument,
Well, the scrolls are still in their tube, so I mean, you guys have 3 scroll tubes. Nobody's looked inside of them to see if there's anything.
Well, we can take care of that after the rest. find. Let's get Benning to figure out if we can take the flower. And then
How much gold did we find?
50.
Bye. Yep. All right. You managed to cast Detect Magic. There's nothing innately magical coming from the pot that is directly in front of you, but all of your party have magical items. They are definitely glowing.
Right, but nothing about the pot or the flower itself.
Nope.
All right.
So my dong is glowing because the women say it's magical.
It's just your ex.
Where jokes are winners.
And yet you laugh.
All right, guys. I pull a small knife out of my
Really get to 'em.
adventuring gear. Should I prune this bad boy now, or should we wait until the morning?
Well, I don't think it's going to go anywhere, right?
Probably not. Although we have seen plenty of living plants here.
Well, let's do it this. Whoever's going to take watch will specifically pay attention that nothing happens to it, as well as making sure nothing attacks us.
Well, I actually have a fantastic question. DM, the door that we use to get in here, is it lockable? Can we lock it on the inside?
Yes, there's a bar that can go across both of those doors.
Nice.
So the one door was barred from the outside, the one that Rurik tried to get in earlier. We could bar
No,
this door.
it was unlocked. Both of them were unlocked.
Oh, so we can bar both doors?
Yeah.
We can bar both
Hey,
doors. And
guys,
yeah, go ahead, Kaziri.
can I just sit there and say it because I feel like we need to deal with this? Events of today. I am generally uncomfortable keeping a living plant in this room.
It's actually a good point.
We can put it in one of the containers.
Well,
Actually,
we think we're going to damage it or ruin its effects if we
How
trim
big-
it now. And
how big is the pot that it's in?
It's huge. It's probably about one of those 9-inch clay pots.
That would,
well,
Appar-
put it in
appar-
a crate.
I pull. So my kit is my backpack is pretty full. I start moving some things out, and I pull out a chest. I actually have a chest in my backpack. It's pretty heavy. I thump it. It's a 25-pound chest. It can hold 12 cubic feet of stuff. So I just take the potted plant and put it in there and close the lid.
There you go.
Nice.
And then I put it back in my backpack and put all my other shit back on top of it.
and then Wally sits there in that box he's been throwing. He just sits there, sees Red Wally be uncomfortable with it, and sets it right on top.
Also, so I would like to take the time to, as a ritual, cast Alarm across this. I'm just going to string the string across the door to the south, the one that actually has pavement next to it, and set it to an audible alarm. Go with the same prison veil as a klaxon.
All right. Are you gonna set up any kind of a watch, or is everybody just...
I mean, we could probably take a watch, but it's probably a lot less dangerous now.
Sorry, after the events of today, less dangerous to me is still not good enough.
It's as
Take first
undangerous as
watch.
we can get.
I need the rest. Period.
All right, well-
I'll take second watch.
Yeah. Between myself, Tabin, Kaziri, Benning.
Wallace.
Yeah, we only need 4.
All right. Well, David's good. I need the rolls from the other 3 of you.
All right.
Perception checks.
Kaz. It's a natural 20 for Kaz.
10 for Cloggy.
I got another 7.
And here is a +2 gain for the tall monkey one.
Monkey.
Luckily, after the night you guys have had and the day and wearing into later evening, there are strange noises coming from the ponds and the gardens outside, but nothing seems to make its way towards the royal apartment you are currently in, presses the doors, nor breaks the alarm spell, and you, after a long, exhausting day, each have a rather relaxing evening, as well.
Before
Relaxing as the thoughts of
while we're
Yes.
like getting ready for bed, though, I would like to like have a moment before actually going to sleep. Guys, I feel responsible for Geth's death. I let my fear get the best of me, and I ran away from a friend. Sorry, Rurik, I didn't hear what you said there.
No,
And the internet connection.
Alright, well, fuck it then. I'll be right back.
what did he say?
He feels guilty for Geth's death because he fled from the zombies, essentially. Is there anything anybody else would like to do before rest?
Nope.
My fingernails.
All right. Well, you guys awake the next morning, as well rested as to be expected, and another day of adventuring. And this day,
Wednesday.
loads. Going to be rather average day. There is a very strong wind with a massive amount of mist blowing across the garden. So the day is yours.
Gloggy.
Yes, Kaziri.
Able to sleep at all last night?
Got as much as I needed.
You.
Why? What's on your mind?
So, yeah, we've kind of been ne'er-do-wells for a little bit here. The way Geth went yesterday. Not exactly taking that too well.
Well, all I can offer is that Geth, a good friend, an ally to us all. Feel comfort in the fact that it was quick, and he died doing what he wanted, and that's all most of us can ask.
Does that actually comfort you?
No, but
If it does, I don't mean to. It's just one of those where, few weeks, I've been. Why the fuck I was even here? Like by the time that we get back there, the person who offered to us is going to be dead. So who knows who's going to welch on our agreement now? So I'm off in a shit a problem that doesn't affect anybody that I care about until now.
Some useless gratitude. Go ahead.
is that is installed as death curse. Whoever got away from us, pay. If I don't make it, that they know exactly, and that was killing our friend.
Well, as a soldier, I understand that we have been tasked with this quest. And whether we understand it or not, we understand that we must complete this if at all possible. Faith, if you like, call it purpose. But I think we'd be doing a disrespect to Geth's memory if we didn't follow through and try to avenge his death now.
Well, that's one of just like for Colt. This isn't even for Waterdeep. About those guys. One person that is worth it to me.
Well, we still have a specific goal that unfortunately does not have Geth's death as its sole purpose. But all I can say is I would use that determination that you have to avenge him to help you continue on with this quest.
Yeah, thanks for listening, man. I know I don't say it enough.
All right. Anything else before the day starts?
Hey, what's up?
I'm not even going to bother trying with RP today. I can't hear anything anybody's saying.
Welcome to my world last week.
All right. So, what are you guys doing? How are you getting out of here?
I don't know. Have we finished up what we need to here in this temple?
Is your decision?
I'm kind of asking the group.
I think we've
Have
been
we
in
found
another room.
everything that's found?
It's possible. I mean, we had the boss battle, so
So, okay, the actual quest you guys got by this plant, correct?
well,
Yes,
yeah.
we hit our optional quest by picking up the orchid.
So why don't we return it to where we need to go and then come back and beat the shit out of all these things that killed your buddy?
That's ultimately what the quest was, is we need to turn in that orchid to get spell effect that allows us to fly around some of the dangers going to the tomb.
Well, I was kind of listening in on your two conversations, and I agree with your buddy Cloggy, because I too is a soldier, and I've lost friends on the battlefield. I've been saved on the battlefield, and I get it. But you ultimately have to move on.
Sorry, but you guys are soldiers. I'm just a guy, so trying to put me to your standards is not going to go well. Beating that path, we can keep on beating our heads against the damn wall.
You cut out every time.
You're training, I've got emotions. We're not the same person.
Well, then ultimately you're going to let it rule you.
Oh? And Tomb of Annihilation, not Tomb of Well-Adjusted Characters.
Yeah, so we
Right.
got I think we got what we came.
You're going to be annihilated a bit if you want to survive.
All right, so we got what we came for. Let's head back to the teacher and whoever that was. I forgot.
Oh no, Geth was taking notes.
All right. So how do you plan on exiting this garden?
Kool-Aid manning out this side.
Yeah, with great caution.
Backtracking your steps, going the other plateau that you guys hadn't been on before.
But here's what I'll do. I'll cut through the magic rope with the alarm spell.
So where are you going exactly? You're breaking up real bad, Jay.
Ker Sabal.
Are you? Well, I need to know how you guys are getting out of here.
We have to fucking walk.
Hold up. Has anybody checked to see if this dais moves, if there's anything underneath it?
Yeah, you guys did when you tossed the room. There was nothing there.
Okay.
I just need to know how you guys are actively exiting the garden.
My left foot first.
What path are you taking through the garden to leave? Are you going back to your boat, or are you going to jump out into the jungle?
Back to the boat. We're not going to leave the folding boat here.
I think the boat too.
I, for
So are
one,
you gonna-
believe that the boat was the only option we were really considering.
Are you taking the path you guys took to get where you're at now through the temple, or are you going to walk down the terrace that is broken to your south and jump off down there to get to the boat?
Is there
Take
a
it.
way we can
Which is the path we know.
use the tunnels with the water to kind of sneak under all the plants and all that other kind of shit?
If you want to jump into the pit that is at the center of the statue room and then basically take the waterfall out, you could.
Oh, what do you think, guys? Walk or try the pit?
I say,
I'm not a particular fan of water being under it.
I say walk around. Take the long way that we've been before.
Okay.
Worst case scenario is we fight birds that we know we can beat. Know how to start an industrial revolution about.
Well, the birds, I think, were summoned by the queen, so I don't know if we're going to have to worry about those. Our eyes out for other deadly plants and...
Not if
What?
we don't. Not if we don't stay in the garden and we just walk the path.
No. That's worth a try.
All right, just make a perception check for me, whoever's going to lead you guys out of the garden.
Yikes. Maybe someone else should make a perception check. I don't have a modifier for that.
Well, what'd you end up getting?
A 9.
Well, luckily you remember the path because it wasn't that long ago, i.e. yesterday, and due to traumatic events, your memory's actually surprisingly good at the moment of it. And you make it to your guys' folding boat without a...
That's soldiering for you.
But here's some good news out of all of this. For all of the shit you guys had to go, you each get 4,600 more experience.
624.
That's for this week so far and for last week?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is what you guys get for making it through. Dropped it in the chat also, so written out since we are having comms issues. So I will need a survival check from whoever is going to be reading the map and directing you guys upriver.
I can do that because I get advantage.
Where
You
on
burned the target.
my sheet do I put experience points?
Top right-hand corner, first page.
Oh, you mean where it says experience points?
That is a 16.
All right. Yep, you are able to remember which way is upstream and start moving that way. Somebody want to make a perception check while you guys are going up?
Possibly someone who's got a better than 0 modifier. Like,
I got a 10.
I'm like you, mate.
Okay. You don't notice anything appreciable. That's going to drive me nuts.
Did you turn your microphone up or something, Uncle Sean?
No. Why is the reverb back now?
Yeah. Did you change something in the last 20 minutes?
The brightness on my computer screen.
But, I think somebody took their headset off. You guys make it upstream without any kind of issue during the day. You want to camp out on the river, pull in and make a camp on the shore, or just sleep in the boat?
I think the last time we slept on the boat, we killed chewing gum, didn't we?
Yes, you did.
Also, are one sailor down.
Also, what?
We sleeping on the boat or making camp?
No, what did you say, though? After he said
One
that's when...
sailor down, so the boat is no longer around.
That's a good point. So, camp, I guess.
Sure.
Okay. Well, position yourselves where you would like to make camp.
Now, where are you going to put the alarm up, Benning?
Yeah, wherever you guys go.
Okay.
I don't have a map anymore. I just got black grid.
Move to the top left corner.
Yeah.
No. I'm not even over there.
You're in the boat.
Okay, hold on here.
So's Tabin.
Right there.
Okay.
Tabin will come in. Who's taking what watch? Tabin will take
first
one.
again.
I'll take second.
All right, roll for first watch.
Adjusted 20.
Turns out it's a surprisingly calm night for you. You hear the frog splashing a fish. Nothing exciting occurs on your watch. All right, Rurik,
Do I get anything?
just roll a perception check.
Guess not.
What's your wisdom score?
14, I get 2 for a modifier.
So you
So,
get +2 to your
I
perception.
rolled... What?
You get a +2 to perception.
I don't have that skill.
You
Yes, you do. Everybody has all skills.
You have all skills. The ones that you are proficient in, you get to add your proficiency bonus to. So you're better at those ones. Everyone can do any check. You can make an animal fucking handling check if you wanted to, even though you don't have animal handling as a proficient skill. It's just your odds of doing it are less good.
Well, honestly, I rolled a 5. I don't think I'm too much of a help here. I must have snoozed.
Benning, when do you want to identify those scrolls?
I'll do it in the morning.
Okay. So what'd you get for your perception check?
You got a
5.
So you don't notice anything out of the ordinary. It's a calm and peaceful night. You're just kind of distracted by the occasional fireflies, bats flying by and eating them, and the nice noises of the river life. Anyone taking third watch?
I'll
Ellis
do it.
will. Oh, you got it, Dan.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's even worse. That's only a 6 that time.
Well, luckily it passes without incident, all the same, much like Rurik's watch. And final watch, I had Taven roll for it, and he keeps a very vigilant eye till the morning sun breaks and wakes you all up.
All right.
Oh,
I'll take the time to cast Identify. I'll open the spell tubes and pull out the scrolls so I can cast Identify on them.
All right. The first one that you guys found that had the skulls and skeletons carved into it, you identify as a scroll of protection from the undead. The second one you identify as Liamin's tiny hut.
Ooh.
Is that the one with the domed insignia on it?
Yep. And the last one you identify is the spell Catapult.
it's a goblin.
So there are your 3 spell scrolls. Scroll of Protection from the Undead, Liamin's Tiny Hut, and Catapult.
Boy, I wish I'd done this yesterday. Could have used this tiny hut instead of this stupid alarm.
This is probably one of the better spells that we've ever gotten.
Well, if it's all the same to you guys, I'd like
Can
to...
anyone...
Sorry, Rurik, what?
Can anyone take those spells and add them to their repertoire?
Yeah, I can actually use, I think all of them. Lehman's Tiny Hut for sure. Definitely want to take that one, put it in my spell
I have
book.
no objection if you could take them and use them, so we have more often than not.
Yeah. For Catapult. Yep, I can do that one too.
I think you can get all 3 of those.
Did you say protection from undead?
Yes, it's protection. It's a scroll of protection from undead.
Okay, that's not a spell.
It's scroll of protection, and then there are different categories listed underneath it.
Gotcha, so I see. Got it. So that one I can't do anything with.
So it's a one and done?
Yeah.
Since I found one of them, I'll take that one if you don't.
Okay.
Buggy's more likely to be a frontliner.
Yeah. Definitely more likely to get touched by undead than me. Ugh.
What are we going to do with the vials of supposed or alleged suspected poison?
There's a Bed Bath & Beyond back in Port Niagara of it.
I mean, if we can keep them, and you think we can use them as an attack weapon at some point in time.
Let me see. Maybe I can figure something out about it. Can I cast Identify on one of the vials of what we assume to be poison?
Yes. It doesn't ping back as being something that is magical. It seems more medicinal in nature.
It definitely feels like poison.
Yeah.
Dude, I got an idea. What if we just drop a little bit on the grass and see what happens to the grass?
Actually,
you just made Taven drink one.
Kaziri, I have a different idea. Those beads of refreshment, they don't work on poison. So if we put some poison in a cup, put one of the beads of refreshment in there, and if it doesn't change, it's poison.
Or I could just drink it. I'm pretty tough with that aspect.
Yeah, but if you drink it and metabolize it and there's no effects, we're back where we started.
I mean, either way, I feel like we have to burn a vial to figure out what it is. Might as well just hold on to it and...
I feel better about beads of refreshment. All that we get is one burn vial as to get a dwarf poisoned.
It's okay. I've suffered worse. In fact, I just died not that long ago.
DM, is there any issues with me adding Catapult in Tiny Hut to my spellbook?
Pretty sure it has to be done over, what, a short rest?
I don't remember how long it
Forget
takes.
what the exact is on that. It's either a short or a long rest to add a spell.
It's just he has to take time out of his day to do it.
Yeah. So we'd say, half hour, 45 minutes to do it.
I figured I could just do it while we're on the boat.
Coasted. Yep, that works. So let's get you guys back to where you need to be. Give me two survival checks and 2 perception checks.
All right. That would be a 21 for the first survival. Be a 19 for the second survival.
Okay, you know your general direction. Now I need 2 perceptions.
How long is a traveling day?
8 hours.
8 hours? Okay, I actually can get both of those in then. Just in time. Because it's going to take 6 hours for Lehman's tiny hut.
So, perception? Maybe? Somebody?
Cloggy, Rurik, Tabin, you guys have to handle that. Or Wally even. I can't. I'm busy all day.
Taven got a 15, so he's good.
I got a 16.
Alright, you guys make it to that bend in the river that you were informed of to return to if you are not dead, and they'd pick you up. So, off in the distance, you see a group of Arakokra flying in your general direction. They make note of your very familiar boat and fly down and look at the group and go, ready to return? Did you accomplish your mission? Well then.
Yes, we did find the black orchid.
I'm curious. Your party has 2 new members and is missing one.
This
Best
reason
not to
Nangalor
ask
was
right now.
forbidden.
So there is wisdom in what teacher says. There is a reason we have heeded her word. With that, they flag down a couple Arakokra because they notice that you now have a Goliath with you, and 2 of them hook up to the Goliath, and the rest of you get picked up. And we'll just say for posterity
Hey,
that
Tall Wally. Right.
you got
They're
the
not
boat
gonna
while you
drown
guys
you.
were at it. So, just as a reminder, because we have somebody who hasn't been at Ker Sabal before.
Yeah.
Ker Sabal, an ancient monastery, overlooks the jungle from its perch on the cliff of a tall plateau.
Slow down a little
Stone
bit.
steps and rickety... Okay, I'll start over. Good job, man. An ancient monastery overlooks the jungle from its perch on the cliff of a tall plateau. Stone steps and rickety walkways connect the various buildings, the lowest of which is 500 feet above the ground. The main building has a circular maze-like symbol carved into its crumbling facade. Every few minutes, bird folk either land at the monastery or launch themselves from its balconies and take to the sky. So, you guys should be, at Ker Sabal. And of course, you guys landed in the upper monastery area, which is surprising because, well, you're dirty as fuck. Again, you see typical monks in there praying, sweeping, doing their daily chores, effectively maintaining the temple and doing the day-to-day that is required of living on this high plateau.
I guess because I didn't find any of the mad monkey mist that what's his face is looking for.
No, you did not.
So yeah, really, let's I guess head up to teacher and bring the orchid. Figure out what
shortly
the next step
after you land, though, Kaziri, you hear in your head a very that says, "My king, you have returned. When will you come visit me?"
Haven't exactly had the best of days.
Oh, I can make it much better for you.
Oh, you can't.
Well, you better hurry to my side, my king. Alright, so off to find teacher.
Yep.
She is up in her familiar quarters that you all navigate easily and effectively through the shrine and the temple up to her quarters. She is sitting outside watching the other Arakokra flying and greets you and goes, "Why, Mr. Benning, you have returned?"
Yeah, we were able to make it to Nangalor, and most of us survived. We lost a friend, and we were able to obtain the Black Orchid.
Alright, it will take me the better part of the evening till the next morning till I can have the elixir prepared to give you flight if you would like to rest and clean up, seeing as you are rather filthy.
Yes, we will gladly take the evening's rest.
May I inquire to which party member of yours has passed away?
Yes, we lost our friend Geth.
That is a shame. He was a unique individual. I will see that some hospitality is extended your way.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Is there anything that you can tell us about the jungle surrounding Omu? Does it differ much from the jungles of this region, for instance?
It differs rather greatly. There is a higher concentration of undead. There are Yuan-Ti that prowl the jungle looking for food and slaves and beasts to capture and torture. Outside of Omu, there are patrols of gargoyles that assault my Arakokra. So, my children are not allowed to fly near it.
Did you know about Zankori?
I did not. I knew it was a cursed place and that the Iblis there would continually assault any of my children who got close, and that there were many poisonous things there that do not bode well for your average individual. It was safer to keep my children from the Garden of dreams than it was to allow them to explore it.
Can I make an insight check?
Yeah, go for it.
That's a 19.
All right. She is, from what you can tell, being wholeheartedly honest that she has sent. Essentially, you gather that the way she's speaking and the way she's holding herself, she has sent Aarakocra there to investigate, and they have never come back. It's something that weighs very heavy on her.
I can't speak much of the Yibboleths in the area, but the curse affecting it may be gone.
Well, I will stick with the tradition and just keep my children away from it for their safety. But I appreciate you informing me.
Is there anything else that you guys wanted to find out from her?
Especially.
Okay. Okay. Well, teacher, I will leave you to it. Let us know in the morning when you've completed your labors.
All right.
Wally, however, does have a.
Okay.
And as everyone's about to walk out, he just goes, "Excuse me, what subject do you teach?"
All of them, my friend.
Must take a lot of time.
She just gives a small chuckle. So, that night, and the remainder of that day, as you guys know is custom to help with chores, every time you try to take care of a chore, assist somebody, basically bid you to go relax and that they have the chores handled and that you have been through enough and they can more than adequately handle the chores for the day.
Kaziri accepts that at first glance and just goes back to his room. And
that night, though, you guys are all beckoned into the main monastery's kind of temple training room, that common room that you have been in before that has the statue.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys entered, it's lit with dull torchlight. There are Aarakocra in various amounts of kind of ornate dress. It's not very practical wear, but it is very ritualistic. As you guys enter, you get a deep bow from all of the Aarakocra, from the two human Chaltons that live there after some prodding by teacher to, well, one of them. And a intricate dance and music and kind of solemn song begins to play as the Aarakocra perform this, what appears to be a kind of commemorative morning dance. It's very flamboyant, it's very extravagant, it's strangely graceful for coming from, birds, a bird type creature that is not known for usually its grace.
is it just a lot of hopping and rotating?
What the hell?
It's
It's
Go ahead.
kind of like the dances from Final Fantasy X, the early on ones where they're very fluid and elegant and kind of weird because they are not what we're used to.
I'm gonna go with dancing or hopping and rotating.
Okay, that works. But at the conclusion of it, you see a number of the Aarakocra step outside, and there are a number of spells cast. There is what you recognize as call lightning. There is a storm that arises, and lightning begins to strike outside of the temple, and then there is fairy fire that is cast around it, making this really kind of beautiful, arcing, sparking, rising light show, and then it just ends, and they all give you a deep bow and proceed to leave.
I wonder why
Teacher
the
says-
gargoyles attack. That looks like an act of aggression.
And teacher walks up and looks at your party and just goes, "And this is how we bid farewell to our dead, and we felt it was fitting for your party member."
Thank you.
Yeah. Wallace goes, "Excuse me, One question. Dragon?
That is a very odd question.
You said you taught everything.
Stab it till it's dead, monk.
Oh, I need a knife. He just goes away pondering those words.
So the night
Looking at the
continues to go
silverware on the table.
I think if it's all the same to you, DM, I would like to attempt my previous attempt at role playing this evening.
Go for it.
So again, getting everyone together. It's been a few days now, and this feeling hasn't really waned. Done everything to keep myself busy, but I can't shake this feeling that I'm responsible, in a way, in a large part, for Geth's death. Again, I let my fear get the best of me, and instead of helping out Kaziri, you, and Geth, and Rurik, I ran to help Cloggy get Tabin out of a plant. And well, I'd like to say it'd never happen again. I'm really terrified of zombies.
Well, all I'm hearing right now, if I say this, you had a choice between friend and saving another that you were less afraid of. Is that right?
I suppose that's, yeah, a way to look at it.
I'm not trying to tell you how to feel. I had that happen a couple days ago and didn't sit quite right, but if you weren't the one that drove the knife, cast the spell, did the killing. Wish I could have saved him. We both tried what we could. Here is not the person we look at right now. The person who put in this death curse. There's really only one thing we can do to make that right.
I agree, but given what teacher said, I think for the first time since we came here, I'm truly frightened of what the path ahead holds. I mean, I know zombies are, typically scary to everybody, but so I'm human, but I wasn't born on the material plane. Due to circumstances, my family was searching for answers in the Shadowfell when I was born. And so for the first few years of my life, I was surrounded on all sides by the kind of shit you only typically dream of in your worst nights.
Wally comes up, he's like, I dream of falling a lot.
And that happens everywhere.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a deep-seated primal fear of the undead and the other sort of denizens of the Shadowfell. And I'm gonna do my best, but I'm sure you've noticed it. I'm not quite comfortable with my magic, and I've seen what high level magic and its pursuit can do to people. Essentially tore my family apart, and I'm worried that that shred of sanity that I'm holding on to will be further tested by heading deeper into the jungle filled with all manner of shit.
Hi, Wally again. Well, tall Wally, not red Wally. We're metaphorically tore.
Metaphorically.
Okay, all right. It's really hard to tear people. They told us that in training.
But yeah, so that's what I've got. I needed to come clean about that. Get it off my chest.
Well, Benning, I think that I might speak for the group here when I say that no one here holds you responsible for what happened to Geth. We all have our fears, our demons to face, and
Hey,
you
demon.
you just have to do what you did and deal with it the best you can. And if we all stick together, we'll all do the best we can for each other.
I appreciate that, Cloggy.
So, who's surprised we're still alive?
Me?
Yes, very surprised. Yeah, it was a close one for you, Rurik.
It's part of the trade. You sit there and fear death. You should never be a soldier, much less adventure. Be a baker.
Did too late to start baking.
You all know the risks when you go out here. Well, I think I was out there by myself to begin with. I was almost a salad.
I was just assuming it's because you weren't too bright. Hell, that's what brought us here.
No, you shouldn't assume it's just going to make an ass of you.
Look, just so you know, the entire reason I got wrangled into this is because there's some rich person's house. I broke into their bathroom. Did you know that rich people carry spears while they're taking a shit?
I got my battle axe with me all times.
It was in a fucking stall. How are you going to use that? The tactical advantage is nothing.
Oh, I'm
I
good.
better hope that whoever attacks me comes right where my pants are down. Then I got in this mess. Let you know, the armies are gone.
Can a guy take a dumper in peace?
Look, I'm sorry, that was one time. I didn't know the social contract. That one was my fault.
I know that Ker Sabal is a pretty safe place, but I'm actually pretty eager to try this new spell out, and it's definitely an added level of security. Kaziri, I know you and I share a room, but maybe we could go out on one of these ledges here and give this tiny hut a crack. We should all be able to fit in it.
Anybody snore? I probably know that already. Snore?
Like a freight train.
Like a runaway train.
Trains exist in Fantasy World?
Yeah, I know. What's a freight train?
Do I have to come up with an acronym for this that becomes our team name?
I mean, if you are so inclined.
All right, guys. It looks like we're rebranding.
Okay, yeah, so I take my leave and search for a spot to plop Liam in his tiny hut, someplace it's out of the way.
Okay. Easily enough done. You find one of the, semi-shabby walkways to do it on, but there's more than adequate room.
So, yeah, it can hold 9 of us. I designate everyone in the party. So Benning, Kaziri, Kluggy, Rurik, and Wooly and Tabin.
Okay.
Nothing else can move through it.
He's still on the board.
You saw that too, huh?
Yeah, I noticed it earlier.
All right,
All
so
right.
we're all crawling in this tent here.
Yeah. As you enter, there is the dome itself has a nice orangish hue to it. Inside, it's dimly lit, warm, dry, and when you come in, you can tell that you weren't able to hear what was going on inside of the dome from outside of it.
We have to sleep nuts to butts because I'm kind of hoping we don't.
Now we got room for 3 more people in here. We're fine.
Where are we at?
I mean, on the map, we're just sort of there, but I sort of theater of the minding it.
Yeah, this is just representative
All right.
of
You're gonna
where
have to
you are.
Excuse me.
No worries.
I have to go to the bathroom.
We were actually just about to take a break, so
Okay.
be back in 10.
Okay.
That's it for the first half of this episode of Jaygeons and Dragclarks. Why don't you wait 10 minutes for our internets to catch up to what we're saying for the second half?
Boy, much better.
Yeah, I think I'm the only one here at the moment.
So how long is this break going to be?
5 minutes.
Probably about 5 or 10.
I'm trying to figure out if I want to throw a pizza in.
It's basically over when everybody's back. Okay, that'll work.
Sounds like Benning's back.
Yep, I'm back. Were we waiting on me?
No.
Probably.
Well, no, I haven't heard Kaziri.
He's there.
Yeah.
Well, I can't. It's really annoying that I cannot read from anyone
Oh, you can't see our videos?
on my roll 20. No, nothing. I've tried resetting a bunch of different things,
Yeah.
and it's really pissing me off to no end.
It's weird.
What's happened these last few weeks where everything just got...
I'm going to blame the repeal of net neutrality.
Yes. I'll use this. All right. So, are we ready?
Yep.
Sure.
All right. I'm assuming you guys bedded down for the night?
Yep.
In your tiny little hut?
Yep.
Okay. Well, luckily that worked out in Kaziri's favor because his best friend in the world up here couldn't find him. And she went and looked.
Kaziri's got a stalker.
She also couldn't talk to him.
Yeah. Because doesn't it block scrying and all that too?
No magic can get through it from inside or out.
Yeah. So it's probably best you avoid
Fireball.
her today. But you wake up in the morning in your nice warm hut and stick your heads outside, and it is a cooler day. You know, high 50s, low 60s. There's a
Celsius?
medium
Oh my god.
to occasionally heavy rain with calm winds. But it is early in the morning, and Arakokra approaches your guys' tiny hut and says, "Morning. Teacher says she is ready for you whenever you are prepared to depart."
He's just speaking to nothing because we're still inside the hut and he wasn't invited in.
I see him walk up to the hut, and I drop the hut.
And there's just me going. It comes down just.
So, if you guys are going to go see teacher, she can give you flight for a little while.
Every time I unmute my microphone, he starts squeaking again.
Well, I need somebody to make a decision.
Yes,
I mean,
teacher,
we did a
fly.
whole lot to go away from this not flying.
Hey, none of you have said you're going to do anything up to where a hut formerly was.
We're really
Alright,
only
so
here
you
for
guys-
one thing, though.
So you guys approach teacher, and she's sitting on the ground, and there are several Arakoka around her praying. She motions for you to sit. So, as you all sit, she begins to inhale this powder that is steaming off, not too dissimilar from that of the Dark Knight and their obnoxious little purple flower.
Bringing up poison again.
And then she begins to chant and pray and dance around you. 7 other Arakokra. And dancing around you, their wings begin to apparently shrink or dissolve, or they seem to fold into their bodies and disappear. As they are folding into your bodies, you begin to feel protrusions growing out of your backs. And they grow and grow and grow, and wings sprout from your backs, and you have suddenly gained the ability to fly for the next 5 days, while these 7 Arakokra plus teacher have lost their ability to fly.
I'm going to be honest. This is kind of uncomfortable. Know how? Thanks to the wings, still don't know how to fly.
It's one of those kind of ingrained things where it's just, you know how to fly, it's just something you've never done.
You've always known how to fly, you just never had the wings.
Let me
It
tell
comes
you,
with the
this,
wing.
this seems like a great way for a DM to try to convince us to jump off a ledge
Kaziri,
and then not.
the key to flying is to aim for the ground and miss.
Short drop, sudden stop.
I feel like a Birdman from Flash Gordon.
I feel like an attorney at law right now. It's by
So
Stephen
this will-
Colbert.
Get you about halfway to Omu. You so whenever you're ready, but you do have a time restriction.
Right.
Halfway. Damn.
Omu's pretty deep into the island.
Just so you all know, I'm actually being generous because it says it's only supposed to be 3 days, and
4 miles for what?
4 miles per hour of flight. You can fly up to 8 hours, so that's 2 squares a day. So you could only make it 6. Halfway there is like 10.
All right. What do we need to do to get ourselves ready for this journey?
I mean, based on what I've seen, we just jump off the ledge and start flying.
Does everyone have their supplies ready to go?
I mean, I feel like we needed a resupply, but is there a quartermaster here that we can?
Like some stronger healing potions would be nice.
Yeah. What?
Mike, is there a quartermaster here that's going to try to kill me for buying potions?
You can certainly try, but they are a monastery on the top of a cliffside that tends to keep away from every other person on the godforsaken island because they're harboring the last remnants of Chultan royalty.
I feel like the
Okay,
easier answer would have been like, no, go to Port Nyanzaru. That's what you're saying.
What about
Yeah.
the little guy? What the heck was his name? Something goofy.
Oh,
Charlatan?
the kid?
He's gotten us potions, hasn't he?
I think
Somebody who
we
pays
bought all of
attention.
we took all of his healing potions.
Oh, okay.
But you've also traveled for almost a week.
That's true.
Who is looking for the Mad Monkey Mist?
Yeah, same kid.
Oh,
Think you know
so
what's
if
inside
the
that
wind
vial?
is, we may walk away empty-handed.
Yes. So we should talk to before we start the ceremony. We really should talk to him because Kaziri had a great idea. He could know what's in those vials. He could maybe identify it for us.
There you go.
Can we
Oh, what's
Can
his
we-
name?
can we rewind that a little bit?
It's like non or something like that.
There you go. Nah.
It's Chicken Boy.
He is correct because he wears an Aarakocra costume. Yes, you can rewind that if you want to go find Na first.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing? You guys cut out again.
Finding this little boy who is offering us concoctions high before to see if he can identify what those what potential poisons are.
Okay.
Yeah, there's this weird little
As-
human boy who lives here who's a potion master of sorts.
Here, Na wears an Aarakocra costume he made himself and pretends to be one of the bird folk. He is uncommonly studious and bookish for a 6-year-old boy. He is polite, deferential, and speaks softly with wisdom beyond his meager years. So, yes, you easily find the small running around in an Aarakocra costume throwing shit off the side of the cliff. Oh, hi guys, how have you been? It's been about a week since I've seen you.
Are you throwing off the cliff?
My flying contraptions again.
Okay, that's not technical. Okay. Yep. All right. Just testing you.
You're a silly red man. Can I help you?
Have you
Let's find out.
have you made any potions since we last talked to you?
Some of the Aarakocra were able to acquire some of the mist for me, and I've got 2 more small potions of that anti-crazy stuff you want.
I'll definitely be taking that. Have you been able to make any more healing potions by any chance?
Well, I've been bored, and my plants finally came to maturity, so I have about 5 greater healing potions I could give to you guys if you really wanted.
Yes,
5 of
yeah,
them.
Yep.
Holy crap!
I mean, if you're twisting our arms about it, I guess we'll take them off your hands.
What do you need anything in exchange from us now?
Just if you, fill me in on your travels and what's been going on in the world, that'd be payment enough for me. I've been up here my entire life. I'd like to know what the outside world is like.
I grab him by the shoulder. I grab him by the shoulder. I sit him down, and I tell him the entire story of our trip at Nangalor.
He spends the entire time staring at you with stars in his eyes, just fascinated. Like
As soon as he finishes that story, he goes to him and is like, and the moral of the story is never make friends.
And of course, the whole time Benning's been talking, he's been taking notes. And as Kaziri says that, he writes it down in big bold letters and underlines it 3 times.
Oh, no. Way to go, Kaz.
All right. Well, we will be back with more stories, hopefully. And I just need you to promise me one thing now.
Okay, what can I do for you?
Never go to Nangalor.
Why would I go there? That place is cursed, and teacher says I'm not allowed.
I'd answer.
Good.
Good boy for listening to teacher.
Yes.
She is wise, and you are wise beyond your years. So keep it up. Thank you for the potions.
One for everyone.
That's how I took it.
That was the intent.
So that's a potion of greater healing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Here,
Much
those stupid
obliged.
things are worth what?
Like 100 gold.
Yeah. No, they're worth 300 here. In Chult, because it's hard to get. So as you're walking away, he notices that one of you has a weird colored thing hanging out of your bag and goes, "Hey, what's that?"
Oh, sorry. Zip.
You're welcome.
Cluggy or Rurik, one of you guys want to hand him one of the vials. Now, we found this.
Yeah, we picked these up on our travels.
Yeah.
We'd like to know what it might be.
Oh, okay. Give me a few minutes, and he goes running off and into teacher's house, and you start hearing a whole bunch of banging and vials hitting together. The occasional childish squeal from him.
Oh, damn it, we just poisoned a kid.
I didn't get a chance to tell him not to drink it.
About 10 minutes later, he comes out somehow slightly charred, frazzled, and with a big shit-eaten grin on his face, and he goes, "This is poison."
So he came out as Doc Brown?
Pretty much.
This is
Yes.
Or that one Irish kid from Harry Potter.
Seamus.
And he goes, this shit'll make you hallucinate. You'll see things and hear things and smell things that aren't real, but they seem like they are and can get you in all kinds of trouble. And I can tell you drink a full one of these, it's gonna last a good long while.
Who wants to get high?
So wait a minute. Is he telling us that there's a chance that we didn't actually fight anybody?
Well, I mean, if you got some of this into your system, it's highly likely.
There was never a ghost at all. It was just the Gorgon and his stupid bird friends.
DM, did I actually see this phantom person?
All of you saw this phantom person.
But Kaziri didn't drink anything.
I never drank anything.
All of you saw this phantom person.
So, okay, can Kaziri confirm that we did in fact have a fight?
I guess Sean's pizza's done.
Every time I have this oven on, and then I go out to the garage to grab it, and I don't have the ceiling fan on, it trips the smoke alarm.
And that is the call of the Arakokra.
They begin mating furiously.
I can tell you, is fight things. There was a pot. Giant birds were real. Boy, that really didn't like you, Rourke.
This PSA available from NASA. Kids, don't make pizza while on purple potion.
Purple potion people,
This is
pizza
the number-
eaters.
The PSA number
don't be a
2.
purple potion pizza eater.
Yeah.
Who doesn't really like me?
The ghosty boy that didn't like you, Rourke.
Why?
He kept on attacking you every time you went after Medusa.
Oh, okay, now I'm caught up.
Yeah. I'm glad, because I was concerned about blood loss for a while.
I guess we're ready to go now.
Yeah.
All right. Repeat everything I said 20 minutes ago.
We have wings.
Now I'm back. Yeah, now I'm back to awkwardly flapping one wing at a time.
Like Terry Crews with his pecs.
I'm
Yes.
not sure I get this. I think I have turning down. Maybe veering. I don't think I have flying down.
Are we going to have to roll like dex checks or something for this?
I don't know. You should go find out.
Like you would know. You're the DM.
I said you'll have to go find out.
To die.
All right. In the tomb of cuddly, fuzzy cuddly things, I am going to attempt to fly.
In the tomb of impending doom.
All right. Roll a dexterity check for me.
He's the one that's going to take the first leap here.
Yay, that's a good one. Dirty 20.
Oh, you take off like you've been doing this your entire life.
Ooh, look, I'm a really ugly, dirty, fighting Peter Pan guy.
I'll
I'm
go
going to
next.
give it a shot because
Okay.
I don't believe Eleanor's ever tried this. One of them.
You telling me all I had to do was believe? Because if so, I'm definitely going to die.
What did I have to roll?
Dexterity.
Dice.
And things.
I got a 8.
You fall for a little while.
Eight.
You keep falling. You're falling some more.
Burrick's
And then
gonna face me.
Roll
And roll the new
again.
character.
your wings catch enough air and off you go.
Kazuri, have you ever seen a flying Tatum Man before? Look at him. He's like a potato with wings. Look at him go.
I heard that.
He's a floating tuber.
This has got to be what a shark sees when people are surfing. All right, I'm going next.
Have you guys ever been
Natural
to a SpongeBob
20.
competition?
Again, you take off like cloggy, but a little bit more graceful.
I do a barrel roll.
All right, Wally's gonna go first. Now that we've got the two Wallys, tall Wally's going first. He just sits there and goes, I don't see any way that this doesn't go absolutely terribly. And he rolls a 21.
So that is one of
A
those.
22.
That is one of those kind of I'm a monk and I'm a badass, and he does cartwheel flips off of the, landing platform and hauls ass upside down off of Ker Sabal.
And Kaziri,
Okay, you're not as graceful as Wally was, but you managed to make it off, fall 20, 30 foot, and then catch air, and you're off.
How does Taven do?
You guys never said you wanted to get
before
Taven
Taven
wings.
does anything. Yeah, before Taven does anything, I'm going to fly over top of him, and I'm going to use the bead of refreshment in order just to drop the gallons of water on top of his head like a bird poop.
Taven wasn't there with you guys for getting wings. He's been with his Triceratops.
And then I fly down to his Triceratops and then do the bead of refreshment poop on him.
All right. He begins patting his head and looks very confused, looks up, sees the Aarakocra, and just kind of shakes his fist and goes back to his Triceratops.
I loop around. I give him. It's an elixir, right? That we had to drink. Or he
No,
has
it
wings,
was-
right?
That was a-
No, he does not.
You said that 8 people gave up their wings, and there's only 6 of us.
8 people gave up their wings.
Uh-huh.
Yes, but it doesn't mean it's a 1-for-1 transfer.
So you're telling me we have to leave Taven behind?
Yep.
All right.
None of you invited him to join.
Oh my gosh, Mike.
You should have known how enamored and concerned Triceratops. He has spent the entire time down there with his Triceratops since you guys got back.
If he was gone for that amount of time, I think it would have made it into the narrative.
None of you looked for him. You all just took it at face value.
He was
All right,
in the.
here we go, Mike.
he was
I'm
on the
looking for
map.
everybody in all of Colt. Where are they?
Oh,
Everywhere.
If that's the level we're breaking this down to.
I mean, you knew how concerned he was leaving his Triceratops place.
Okay,
He didn't
but-
want to go.
Okay, but we also said that leaving the Triceratops while we went to Nangalor was a test for when we had to leave the Triceratops to go to Omu with Taben. We wouldn't have left Taben behind.
Okay, we could roll that back then. I'm just saying. You and Jay were both privy to me seeing if that Triceratops lived or not the other day.
And it did.
Yeah. Doesn't mean he's not concerned after a week being away from it. And it's only been one day.
This is getting borderline ridiculous.
no, I mean, Mike's got a valid point. I mean,
He can't spend 5 minutes away from a Triceratops.
Jay, did we question you? like that?
When you had a point.
Okay,
Now,
yeah, so we
if there's
would...
something we can do to remedy the situation, I think we can do that and see if Mike will do that for us. But right now, he's on his path, and this is the path we have to adjust to.
Who's this guy?
Tabin, he's the other warrior who was there with us at Nangalor.
Was he the one that was sleeping in the boat? Or is he the guy that's not here today? Or
Gonna initially be, but he was able to make it.
and now he's got a crush on a Triceratops? Is that my getting?
There's a long story behind that. The party was with some guides that had a Triceratops. They decided that they knew better on where to go, betrayed the party, and Kaziri made Tabin solely responsible for the well-being and preservation of this Triceratops to carry her shit. And so since then, has been really happy about having a pet, something to take care of. Well,
It seems he actually had found his calling.
yeah.
So, he was originally a gladiator in Port Nyanzaru.
Yeah. A drunk gladiator.
That we, kind of ganged up on, and then he kicked our asses.
He basically killed me.
I've seen you fight.
But you haven't seen me cast Fireball.
For the complete upkeep and care of this Triceratops and its well-being, though he is very concerned at all times.
Okay, so assuming that we had possibly talked about it in the past, taking Tabin with us on this particular jaunt, what can we do to remedy the situation?
Oh, I got no problem rolling it back. I just need somebody to say, hey, this is what we're doing.
This is what we're doing.
That's it fairly clear about his obsession with Triceratops and the fact that, the party has charged him as this is his sole responsibility when not fighting.
Well, I do definitely remember that.
But we need you, Tabin, to come with us and do some more fighting. And it's one of those situations, again, where if we could take the Triceratops, we would, but we can't give it wings with us.
I don't
Give me a Red Bull.
think there's enough bird people to give him enough wings to actually lift his ass off the ground.
Is there
He'll be good to go.
some cardboard-like material there?
You want to build a hang glider for Triceratops?
Oh, I'm just gonna make 2 tiny little wings. It goes like, oh, I'm sorry, it's just not good enough.
Actually, I think this will be really funny. Every single Aarakocra in Ker Sabal gives up their wings, so you got.
Mike, your
that canon?
microphone's really far away, and I can barely make out what you're saying.
I said, just because I think it'll be funny, I'm going to have every ball give up their wings for the next week so you can have a flying Triceratops.
I mean, I'd love to have the Triceratops come with us.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say no to that.
No.
Oh, absolutely. We got food there.
Problem is, based off of the way the Triceratops is, he might only be able to travel 3 days worth when we're going 5.
Oh, let's see how well he does.
What is the airspeed of a tack-laden Triceratops?
Of a dinosaur.
So, your Triceratops isn't so much flying as it's kind of jumping with style. Like, Tabin's taught it how to jump, so it's jumping and flying really far, and then kind of crashing into the ground again.
A never-ending story of dinosaur.
Kind of think of like the Hulk jumping around. That's what your Triceratops looks like, but a lot less graceful.
Jumping for miles.
Yep.
Okay.
And you lost some of the shit on the Triceratops along the way, but he's with you.
As I'm watching this and we're beginning to fly along, it's like, hey, question. Did we really need the wings if the dinosaur could do that?
Do you want to ride on that thing?
Point.
You've seen it crash into multiple different objects when trying to land.
I can literally see behind us how far we've come.
I hate to say this, but I don't think we're sneaking into anywhere.
Like a tornadic path of destruction.
There's just dinosaur-sized holes in the canopy.
No. I see the X on my map. Is that where we started? Was that the monastery right there?
You
That
guys
was the
started
place
up here,
Ker Sabal.
Oh, okay.
and you are now down here.
Yeah, there's a little hex that says party.
Where it says party. Boy, that's tiny.
Yep.
Really have to lift up the old progressives to see it.
All right, so are we going to perpetuate this dinosaur thing, or are we going to get Taven to come along with us?
Oh no, you've easily enough convinced Tabin and the dinosaur to come with, just because I wanted to see a flying dinosaur now.
Yeah, no, that was canon. All 8 of us are there.
Oh, all right.
Including the dinosaur you somehow managed to get onto the monastery.
And we were worried about Kaz with wings.
I mean,
But that's
I
where
would-
you guys are at the end of your 5th day.
Okay.
All right, so
Do I notice it? Like, do the wings just disappear, or do they start to shrink?
They start to shrink as the days have gone on.
As it's, I'm sorry, it's just a little bit cold.
All right.
All right.
Have a happy cave-in, you have a strangely happy Triceratops, and you guys are now at the end of a 5-day flight travel with a
I guess.
My first question is if we're near water, is this thing going to fit in the boat?
You are not currently near water.
Second question: is the dinosaur still trying to jump?
Yes.
How's that going?
Horrible. It's making a lot of noise and breaking a lot of trees, and you've had to dodge a few branches that have fallen out and some smaller mammals.
Taven, get your
How's
stupid
Taven
dinosaur under
taking?
control.
Taven, yeah, tame your dinosaur, dude.
The dinosaur just sits. You
I'm
now
actually
have a
impressed.
sitting Triceratops.
I'm actually impressed.
I mean, maybe Taven's not a moron. Maybe he just found his calling.
It's like a savant.
Dinosaurs eat.
Well, this one will eat just about anything.
So,
Mostly
so
plants.
I can't stand too close to it because they'll eat me.
Yeah, if you pissed it off.
All right, so lay of the land. What are we at here?
All right, you are in the usual dense jungle canopy you are used to. There's massive amounts of foliage above you, minus where you're at now from the dinosaur crashing in and landing. It is dark, it is damp, it is humid. It is not a very comfortable place to be by any sense of the imagination.
All right, can we tell in which direction we are attempting to make headway?
I bet Kaziri kid.
You know what? I bet I could.
Or not. What role is that? Is that a special ability or what?
Survival check.
Yeah. So in Ker Sabal, we got, or when we first got to it, like this point of interest, there's someone who was willing to grant us the answers to 3 questions. And as a joke, I sat there and said, "Can you teach me to read maps?" Read maps, and now I get a bonus whenever I do a survival check.
So the story's a little better than that. So they ended up at a former Omu city and began to travel to Ker Sabal to try and gather some information. Along the way, they were being pranked by some kind of a creature. It was invisible to them. Benning detected, the creature through magical means, and it came over to him, and he tried to shock and grasp it, and in turn missed. And I think he shocked you, Kazir.
Yes.
And this creature in turn chose to bite Benning's nipple and give him a nipple piercing, but it found it very humorous. So it ended up that evening revealing itself, and it was a dragon fairy, a kind of miniature forest, dragon fairy mixture. And it was willing, because they played along so well with its pranks, to answer 3 questions. And of course, Kaziri being Kaziri asked if, hey, could you teach me how to read maps? It spent a great deal of time teaching him how to read maps phenomenally, and it's a +2 or 3 to map reading?
An additional +3, and I roll with advantage.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's what happens. This is what happens when you're occasionally stupid in these games.
And he found them so amusing, he actually gave them a fourth question to answer.
There was a little playful banter going on between Cloggy and Kaziri that day.
Yeah.
This checks out.
Is it day? Or is it the end of the fifth day?
End of the 5th day.
Lehman's tiny hut.
Okay.
Hey, is the trike going to fit in there?
Nope. If it goes in there, the hut explodes.
If that's the case, I am definitely not going to do what I was planning on doing.
Fighting Tabin into the hut.
I'm gonna allow
Tabin
Tabin
see
to
the
come into the
dinosaur?
hut. It's his choice,
Okay.
as it is everybody's choice.
The main question I have is, can Taven see the dinosaur from...
Yes.
But the dinosaur can't see him,
Okay.
right?
Right. The dinosaur can't see Tabin. Tabin can see the dinosaur.
Okay.
Taven can walk out in and out indiscriminately, right?
Yes. Theoretically speaking, he could lay with his head out of it.
I mean, that won't be traumatic at all.
Trike trauma.
How big is the Triceratops? It's a large creature, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody gonna stand watch or no?
Yeah, I am.
Do we have to?
I mean, that this way it makes us look like we're at a really elite nightclub.
we don't necessarily have to keep watch. Like I'll keep watch, but I'm going to do it from inside the hut.
Welcome to Hut, the hottest club in Colt.
Chilled.
No.
Yeah, you have to include the H, like whip.
Thanks for letting me know, Benny, Flog, Rourke.
I'll take first watch.
Okay.
Alright, I rolled a natural 17.
Okay. With the amount of noise you guys have made, it seems like, at least for the start of the watch, it's relatively unusually quiet in this area.
I rolled a 9.
You can't really perceive much of a difference. You know, there seems to be creatures that are progressively returning back, and it's getting a bit noisier. You're hearing more of the kind of monkeys and insects returning to the area.
What's the demeanor of these monkeys?
Yeah, they're just monkeys. They're goofing off in the trees, you know,
Not
punching
just
each other,
bunch of
cleaning
monkeys.
each other.
Roll monkey insight.
Natural 20.
Cantankerous.
That's not Mad Monkey. You missed that.
All right, so what are you guys doing for third and fourth watch if you're gonna have them?
Kaziri was crashing through the night. Wally is probably gonna sit there and take a watch because he's confused as to how the magic. That will be a 14. To watch.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a tiefling next to you?
It is.
E.
Kaziri.
Oh, because there's a tiefling.
That's why I was angry when jokes.
You were angry? You sound more like not what a tiefling would do.
Some more. You guys notice that there appears to be some kind of a glow over the hut. And when you take a look to the north, you see 3 big pearlescent-looking snails just moving northward.
So they're moving away from us?
Yep.
Well, let them keep going.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, they just carry on their merry way and pay no mind to you. Tabin looks at you all and goes, you know what?
What did he say?
Know what those are?
Yeah, giant snake.
Adventure guide.
What are they, Tabin?
They're flail snails.
What does that mean?
And me, I know what they do.
Go for it.
The nobules on those heads act as weapons, and they clock you.
This sounds painful and
I see.
a bit disgusting.
Countered them before.
Neverwinter had them as a free mount if you were able to solve some quests or something, or got a certain amount of treasure.
Huh.
You could mount.
Alright. But they just carry on their merry way, paying no mind.
Good. All right, Kaziri, which way do we have?
We need to go to the southwest. The sun, I can tell.
That it's bright?
Lots of my eyes. Using the map skills. 17.
Oh yeah, you're still good on knowing where you need to go.
Need to go that way.
All right, so we've collected all our water, ready to trek through the jungle.
Sounds about right.
Does Rurik know about the water?
Say what?
I'm thirsty,
Yes.
buddy.
He has a rain catch. All that,
Okay.
yeah. And you guys brought your Triceratops, so you have all of the equipment you need to. Okay. Someone gonna make a perception check?
I will. So 19.
All right. You hear this a long way off. There is a very loud crashing coming through the jungle. Not too dissimilar from what the Triceratops makes noise-wise, but it is much, much bigger.
Oh, God damn it, they did it for a T-Rex.
And
I
it's
don't-
coming from the south. And you also notice this kind of acrid stench across the air that smells almost like rotting flesh.
Do I recognize that?
Oh, I think I recognize that.
Make a history check.
Back.
A history. Yeah, that's 36.
You distinctly remember this. The noise, the kind of guttural growls you're hearing now, I'll remind you early on of what you came across as a zombie Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Sweet.
I crap myself a little.
Which
Can't tell because
I'm
the
gonna need you guys to roll it.
Roll initiative.
Yup. Comes barreling through the jungle at you.
Nice.
I got a 12.
That's not touchscreen.
I had a 22.
2-1.
Clog, you got a 20. You got a 22, Benning?
Yep.
Alright. Well, let's see what take. Wow, he rolled like shit.
Usually does.
Yep. So, first up, we have
Well, first of all, how close is this thing to?
we'll put it back there. Give you guys.
Do you think the same strategy will work twice?
Do we know for a fact that it's moving toward?
It was coming from the south, moving north. right through your guys' path one way or another.
Okay.
Who is up first?
But we don't have Leia here to throw.
Right.
Hey, split up path and stay off it and see if it just walks past.
What happens if it bites the Triceratops?
Oh yeah. Then we don't get dinner.
Can we ask Taven to sick the trike on it?
That's the last thing I would want to have happen, actually.
Why?
If that Tyrannosaurus bites the Triceratops, it might infect the Triceratops. Now we have 2 zombie dinosaurs.
I don't think that works like that in the movies. It's not in the D&D. I don't think you get zombie infections.
Ha! That's the funny thing. I'm the DM. I can do it.
Right now, the question is, what does Mike feel like doing? And that's a question I can never able to answer.
Fair enough.
The low-level anxiety of the Tomb of Annihilation.
So what is Benning doing?
I had no idea it was my turn.
Yeah, I said you were up
I even asked who's up.
first.
Really?
Alright, I would like to pull out my Wand of Web and dump a charge, like right in front of it, to like stretch it across the trees in front, try to catch it.
Okay.
Alright. And I will hold my bonus action for a firebolt if it gets caught in it.
Okay.
And I'm done.
Then Cloggy's up.
I too think I want to hold till I see if the dinosaur actually gets trapped in the web.
Okay. What action are you specifically holding?
Well, for right now, I'm holding my bonus action to cast Firebolt.
Okay. So Zombie T-Rex is up. And he's gonna go... I guess that would restrain him.
Can
And
Spider-Man
he'll
restrain
use-
Rhino?
Yeah, depending. He'll use his action in an attempt to break free. What's the strength check he needs to break free?
Whatever Benning's spell DC is, I can't look it up right now.
Yeah.
What was the question?
What's your
Spell DC.
spell DC?
It's 15 for the Wand of Web.
Okay. Alright. So... Yeah, he breaks free. But he'll stab that way and get restrained again. Because, well, he's a student.
That triggered Dan's bonus action.
It would have triggered
Yeah,
mine too.
it would. Yep.
Alright. Rolling the hit. Does a 16 hit.
It does.
Alright. 8 fire damage.
Alright. And Dan? Unless you have another one, Corey.
Nope.
Okay. Dan.
All right, I'm going to attempt to hit him with fire. Oh, that is a natural or a critical fail, I should.
Swing and a miss.
Yeah.
But we will say that at the start of the next round, web will burn away an additional, what is that, 2d4 damage to him?
Let me look.
I was right.
Yep, 2d4. But spits out a zombie right there.
Ew.
Like a humanoid zombie?
Yep, humanoid zombie.
This is what happens. You get eaten by the dinosaur.
Were they fucking riding it?
No, they were inside of it.
Oh, yes,
What do you mean?
just not where we
There's
thought.
more?
That's gross.
Like some kind of fucked up armored NPC.
Yeah.
Is it full of like dinosaur gastric juices?
Yes, it's dripping with them. Kaziri is up.
All right, so I'm going to start off by using my bonus action to cast Message on the zombie T-Rex, and from the back of his head, you just can hear and see if I can distract him to turn around.
What would?
Don't know if
Roll a
that's going
persuasion. Roll a persuasion check.
to work, but
It's a zombie KFC two-piece.
16. 11
That's-
plus 5.
It looks slightly confused for a minute there, but it understands that sound and it just goes, that's in its brain. You can kind of see that's small, big thing, big food in front of me.
Right, I needed to make that louder so they thought it was a bigger chicken.
Just out of curiosity there, DM, do I get to use my main action, or do I have to hold that?
Your action would trigger on when he got stuck in the web. So yeah, you get to shoot that off.
I mean, because you followed the initiative
Yeah.
line. I just
It would
didn't-
trigger. My bad.
Okay. I guess I want to switch out to my longbow then.
Okay.
Try to hit him with that. That's a 17 hit.
Yes.
That's 6 piercing.
All right.
And as I do have some arrows left for my extra attack, I want to do that again.
Okay.
And that is a 24 to hit.
Definitely.
Ah, crap. Only 4 piercing that time.
All right. That would cover your action.
Yep.
All right. Rurik's up.
Can I finish my turn first?
Oh shit, my bad.
Which blast at the zombie right there.
My bad for being up since 4 a.m.
For it.
First one will be a adjusted
Yeah.
20, 12 plus 8.
Hits.
And the second one will be a 9 plus 8, so a 17.
Hits.
Right, so first one will be 8 plus 5, which will be 13 points of force damage. Second one will be 2 plus 5, 7 points of force damage.
All right.
And
Sorry about that, Jake.
Kaziri is going to move 5, 6. There.
Okay. Sorry about that. Now Rurik's up.
This T-Rex really isn't that stuck, is it?
No, not really.
I'm going to use my light crossbow and shoot at it. I have an 18.
That'll hit.
What do I use for damage?
Should be dexterity modifier and proficiency.
No, what die?
What kind of crossbow is it?
Light. I
Then
think
it
it's
should-
8-sider.
D8, yep.
ten.
Okay.
Now, can I use a bonus action and shoot at it again?
It's a bonus action to reload it, and then you could fire again.
Because I got 2 attacks anyways, or...
Have to burn your bonus action to do it. It's not the same as if you were using a melee weapon, because then you could just swing again. But yeah, it's also because you have 2 attacks.
Alright, well, I'm going to try hitting it again.
Okay.
I have a 21, so I hit. Takes another 7.
Okay. Anything else you would like to do?
Yeah, I kind of want to move. Can I do that?
Yeah, should be able to.
Sure. Dang it. What?
That all you'd like to do?
I think that's all I can do. I'm just a fighter.
Okay. And Wally's up.
All right, tall Wally. Scene 5, 15, 20. Pop the zombie in the face. To attack is an 18 plus 6.
Oh, yeah.
A 24, I believe. And making sure I got that right. Yes, 1d6 plus 3. For 4 bludgeoning damage.
How much?
4.
Okay.
And how's that zombie looking?
Like a zombie.
Just a regular zombie. There's no sign of wear or tear on it at all.
You did 4 damage, correct?
Plus what Kaziri has done to it.
I thought Kaziri shot at the zombie T-Rex, not the zombie.
The regular zombie.
Oh, shit. Then he is looking real ragged.
All right, cool. So then he's going to continue on. Next one is a 17 plus 6, so 23.
That hits.
Or 7 bludgeoning damage.
Dead zombie.
All right. And then he's going to sit there and just... Oh, no. They went that way. And is pointing.
All right. So Taven is up. He'll go. He will lob javelins at it. Wow. Only one of them hits. Oh. I just forgot. Okay. And that takes... I just lost my page for taping. I did great. There we go. 1d6. Alright, he does 6 damage to the T-Rex. And we are back to the top. So, betting's up.
Alright, so I am going to... I'm gonna cast Fireball. Because... fuck zombies. I'm gonna cast it back here so it doesn't scorch the shit out of Tabin and Wally. So put it in there. Like right there.
Tall Wally.
Tall Wally. So yeah, that's a dexterity saving throw for the dinosaur. What?
What's the DC on it?
16.
Okay. He just...
You broke up, I didn't hear you. Passed?
Yeah.
Okay, so he takes half damage. 10, 20... 30, so he takes 15 damage.
Okay.
Still considerable.
Yeah, it's not bad. And then I would like to hit it with I'll just hit it with a Toll the Dead, so it's a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, luckily he's not that wise. Fail.
Alright, there is 15 necrotic damage. So, total of 30 from bending, and I'm done.
Okay. Had to check something real fast. Okay, next up is Cloggy.
All right. If I wanted to put my hand on Benning's shoulder and give him a little nod and wink of reassurance in light of zombie, would that cost me an action?
No.
Then I do that. Just give him a little wink, kind of a it's gonna be okay kind of thing, and then I want to cast Firebolt against the T-Rex.
Okay.
And that is a dirty 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Oh, that one jumped the fence, but still gives 13 fire damage.
Okay.
And I'm up here next to Tall Wall, and I want to attempt to melee the humanoid zombie.
Oh, he's dead already.
Yeah,
He's Taven.
Okay,
You're looking at Wally.
I was looking at Wally.
I'm
He does look a
sorry.
little creepy.
No. I saw he got a white like square.
The blue skin makes me look undead. It's
But
not the
I thought
first.
that I thought that where Tabin was where the humanoid zombie populated. But okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. What? I'm gonna move up here, and I don't know why I had fucked up numbers on my character right now. Let's go with reckless abandon here, and I'm going to attempt to melee the zombie T-Rex.
Do it.
23 to hit.
That'll hit.
God darn it. 5 slashing,
All right.
and extra attack is 21,
Yep.
and that gives me a better one. That's 10 slashing damage.
Okay.
That ends my turn.
All right. Zombie T-Rex is up, and I'm going to say with the amount of fire you guys threw at him and the web burning, not restrained at the moment. So he's going to make an attack at Wally and at Cloggy. Because he should... Or no, it's going to be at Tabin, actually. So it's going to be a bite attack against Wally.
Assuming
Or no, fucking...
Yeah, I'm assuming the zombie T-Rex would have to move. I haven't seen it move.
It doesn't need to move. It has a reach on it.
Ooh, snap.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
How about a natural 20 against Cloggy?
Oh, shit.
That actually misses. He's got unnatural defense.
It's true, I've seen it.
As a reaction, I would like to cast Shield.
Okay, it'll take the critical off of it. We'll say that much. $37.
That's straight up?
Straight up, yep.
Holy fuck.
Oh, no, I'm off. 44. I forgot to give it its strength plus.
Even more holy fuck?
Holy more fuck.
And
I'm glad we got those greater potions of healing, man.
you're also grappled, by the way.
By what? Is fucking Snaggle?
Yep.
Get the fuck.
Oh.
Yeah, he's not very nice.
Could have gone after some chickens.
What's a good one to grapple? Yeah, we'll do that. And attack against Tabin. That is definitely gonna hit Tabin as well.
Did it take fire damage from the burning web?
Yes, it did.
Okay.
The additional web that you got. Let's see. I just lost my math. Damn it. 28. No, rolled the wrong ones. Takes 15 damage from the tail to Tabin. And he's gonna spit another zombie out. God, I need my freaking
Was it restrained by the web when I cast Fireball?
right there. No, the web that was restraining it burned off.
So what web is this?
It's gonna be restrained again because I'm gonna again.
That's not how the spell works.
What do you mean?
Well, it's a web of destruction, and as soon as he cast it on it, it should have dissolved the dinosaur.
No, it doesn't say that. It doesn't say that the web loses its.
Webs are flammable. Any 5-foot cube of webs exposed to fire burns away in 1 round.
Okay.
Dealing 2d4 fire damage to any creature that starts its turn in the fire.
Is that okay?
Did it take the 2d4 damage per
Yeah, he
cube?
said it did.
Yeah, and I also gave
Okay,
it
cool.
additional damage for the 2 other cubes of web that it's on that you guys hit with a fireball and the fire blast.
Well, I didn't hear that part. Thank you.
Yeah. I actually threw an extra 16 damage on it for that, if I remember correctly. But it's going to step up and get itself restrained. So then we got Kaziri up.
All right, so Kaziri, seeing this, is immediately going to start by not worrying about the small guy instead, and pumping 2 pew-pews. What it's going to do. First one will be a 19. The second one will be a 26.
Both of those hit.
All right, first one will do 11 force damage. The second one will do 8 force damage.
Alright.
And then back onto Kaziri's here. The spell that he's going to do next is oh god. He's going to cast Enemies Abound, the zombie T-Rex. Intelligence saving throw of 16.
Okay. I can almost guarantee it's going to fail. Oh yeah, it failed.
All right, so the target loses the ability to distinguish friend from foe, seeing all creatures as enemies until the spell ends. Each time the target takes damage, it can repeat the saving throw, ending the effect on a success. Must choose the target at random. If the enemy provokes an opportunity attack from the affected creature, the creature must make that attack if able to do so. Moves away from the zombie T-Rex. The T-Rex has to attack it.
Sounds good.
And that's my turn.
All right. Rurik's up.
All right, I move there. And I'm going to shoot the dino again.
Okay.
Jesus criminy. Does a 7 hit?
No, it does not.
Well, I'm going to try again. Oh my god. 9?
Does not hit.
Crap. That's what I did.
All right. Wally.
Wally is going to go around the zombie, and then is going to and we'll start off by doing. Let's go Fury of Blows for the first key point,
You moved into
and
the
then for
web.
the second one, the first attack is going to be a stunning strike.
You would have moved in.
And I will go this way.
Okay.
So the first attack will be busted 21, if I'm correct.
That definitely hits no matter what.
And then is going to. And hold on, I gotta read this. Stunning strike, so it needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
They're really good. That is 13.
That meets it, so nothing happens. But it takes damage. Second strike is off the table, so let me re-roll that. 20.
Very nice.
Today, Wally found dinosaur nuts. For 6, so that max damage.
That zombie is.
Yeah, third strike and Fury of Blows. Yep. For 5 bludgeoning damage.
All right. Dead zombie.
Attacking the T-Rex, not the zombie.
Can you reach the T-Rex from that far away?
It's 5 feet away, according to how we've been playing this.
Oh. It's 10 on mine from center to center. 5 feet would be next.
Confused as to how you got 10.
It's 5. You're measuring from center to center on a circular token. That's Cloggy and Wally are both within 5-foot melee range of a large size token.
All right, it's dead. Whatever. Fuck it.
Hold up. Was not attacking the zombie T-Rex.
Yeah, it's dead and all the same. All right, you guys. All right, that is gonna be about 1,730 experience for you guys.
1,730. Wow, we've been racking up experience.
Yeah, it's been one of those days. Felt like being generous. But I have to get off and shower, eat dinner, all that jazz, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
See you, Mike.
You like